Am I the a-hole for wanting to break up with my girlfriend because it started as a dare? A shout out to Harold for sending this story. He says, I never thought I'd have to use this old account, but I'm really stuck and need some advice before I potentially ruin what has been, so far, a good 8-month relationship. For some quick background, my girlfriend is 24 and I'm 27. We've been dating for about 8 months now. I first met her at a funeral of all places. I wasn't close to the deceased. They were a friend's uncle, and I was just there to keep my friend company. At the funeral, I wasn't particularly sad. I was chatting with a family friend and smiling, which she noticed. She made a pretty dark joke, asking if I was the one who put in the casket. It was so blunt that I couldn't help but laugh. We ended up talking all afternoon, and by the end of the day, I had her phone number. She was funny, witty, pretty, and just a fun person to be around. Naturally, I took a chance and asked her out, which she accepted eagerly. My ego was through the roof at the time. Little did I know, fast forward 8 months. I came home from work earlier than planned and overheard my girlfriend laughing on the phone. I was about to surprise her with a playful jump scare when she said, and I quote, I never meant for this whole boyfriend thing to last so long. I never normally would date someone like him. She spotted me shortly after saying that, and I made a noise I can't even describe. She heard me, and I've never seen someone go that pale before. She was wide-eyed, teary, and her lips were quivering. Yeah, she really put her foot in her mouth. Imagine walking into that. It's not to make you feel great. My girlfriend then spent the next hour confessing that she never planned to date me seriously. When her friends found out she'd given me her number, they looked me up online and apparently found me so hilariously unattractive that they dared her to fake date me for a week to give me hope. I wish I were joking. Her friends, and apparently my girlfriend, are all still stuck in their mean girl high school phase. My girlfriend agreed to the dare, but forgot about it because we've been dating for 8 months, not 1 week. She told me she was stupid for going along with it, and that I'm a really good guy. She even said she genuinely loves me now, but never expected to feel that way about me. When I asked her to explain, she mumbled that she didn't initially find me attractive at all, but after dating me for a few weeks, she stopped caring about my looks. I admit I lost my temper. I called her immature, a waste of my time, and told her I wish she'd just dump me after the first week. Finding all this out 8 months in, when I truly care about her and loved her, felt like a massive betrayal. Right now, I'm staying with my mom because I need space to think and vent. Would I be the a-hole if I broke up with my girlfriend over this? Harold says he turned his phone back on and was bombarded with texts and voicemails from her. Nothing from her friends. Just her. He listened to a couple, and she was sobbing her heart out, begging him to come home and let her explain. To be fair, he didn't have much choice but to eventually go back home anyway. It's a shared house. I'd pay rent to live there, and my mom was basically nudging me to go back and let my girlfriend explain herself. So I returned home the next day. As soon as I walked in, she rushed out of her room and threw herself at me. She was sobbing and trying to talk, but she was crying so hard that her words were barely coherent. I know I probably should have been angrier, but I hate seeing her cry. She wasn't just crying. She was sobbing so hard that she had trouble breathing at times. Eventually, I got her to sit down and asked her to explain why I should stay with someone who not only started dating me as a dare, but also laughed about it with her friends 8 months later. A lot was said, and to summarize so this update doesn't take all night, she more or less said the following. I didn't mean to ask you out as a dare. I wanted to date you before they even knew about you. I gave you my number first, remember? When Stacy and Tina found out I gave you my number, they looked you up on Facebook and found hilarious that you were even trying to ask me out. So they came up with this stupid dare and told me to do it to give all the uglies in the world hope. I said to her, wow, real mature. You do remember what you said on the phone, right? That you never meant for us to last this long? You told me I wasn't your type. What is your type then? Not me, right? Too ugly for you. You can't blame me for being mad, but at the core my anger is hurt. She said, stop saying that. You're not ugly. You're just not the type of guy I'd have picked to date long term. But I was wrong, babe. Look at us. We've lasted nearly 9 months. I love you so much. I really do. How can I prove it to you? How? I replied, I don't know. I love you too, but all I can think about is you laughing about me behind my back with them. How can I trust you anymore? She said, I wasn't laughing at you in a mean way, I swear. I just don't know how to handle Tina any other way. She's always been like this, and I just go along to keep the peace. I said, so you'd rather keep the peace than stand up for me? Is that what you're saying? She replied, You're twisting my words, babe. I said, No, I'm not. God, why should I stay with you? Seriously, give me one reason. You laughed behind my back, dated me as a dare given to you by Tina and Stacy, and you're still friends with them. You chose them and their cruelty over us and what we have. She said, We've been friends for years, though. At this point, I just gave up. It was back and forth. Me trying to walk out, her professing her love, defending her friendship with the Wonder Twins, and trying to make me sit back down. I don't know, guys. I'm back home now, and she's constantly trying to have another talk. I'm tired. I don't know what to do or what to say. Advice would be wonderful, because I'm very tempted to just pack it all in